Hello and welcome back to the Domestic Cricketers. This is our first video for the Domestic Cricketers. We're joined for the first time as well by another domestic cricket fan, Heath. Great to have you on the podcast, mate. How are you doing?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good to be here.
So we're also joined by my younger brother Ethan and of course co-host Sam. And today we're going to be doing a tier maker and we're going to be ranking the best one-day cup kits of all time. Now there's a few from the 90s, 80s, even the 70s, and obviously 2000s, 2010s, up until, this decade, the start of this decade. So we've got Super, A, B, C, D, E, F. Obviously Super's the best jerseys, F is the worst. We'll be ranking it from there. We'll be having a group discussion. So without further ado, let's start. So, alright, let's start with South Australia's 2016 Mad All Cup kit. What are we thinking?
It's the one you've got on now, right?
Yeah, it is. I'm wearing this at the same time as well.
It's pretty basic.
It is. I think what's going for it is it does have the spider legs on the side.
I reckon...
But then again...
I don't know.
I mean, I prefer the South Australia ones now with the blue on the side. What do you...
I reckon
Let's
C
start.
or D. C or
C.
D.
We'll start.
D.
D?
D.
B?
Yeah.
What do you like?
Alright, we'll put it C, middle.
Yep.
Alright, so here we go. 2011-12 One Day Cup jersey. There's James Hopes with the trophy for the Ryobi Cup. It's pretty basic.
Is that the only colour on it?
Yeah, they got the yellow on the sides. So apologies, it was pretty hard to find photos, surprisingly.
I don't know. It's like not the best Queensland jersey I've seen.
Yeah, I'm thinking D. I'm thinking it's pretty ordinary. Like the maroon's very hard to
There's
work
nothing
with.
special about it.
No, you've got to have a fair bit of gold. All right, let's go to the appears to be about 2009, 2010 New South Wales Blues One Day Cup jersey. All of them are One Day Cup jerseys, I should say.
I actually like the light
red,
blue colour.
The light blue colour, dark blue on the sides. I like the red of the logos. I don't think they had much of a say in it, but I think it does. A little bit of red does suit New South Wales.
But I'm not loving it.
Yeah.
Just the red in the middle.
I think they can be doing better. See?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. 2013-14-ish. Victoria Bushrangers jersey. Now,
I've actually liked it.
The navy blue is hard to work with, but they do have the big white V, which many people love, and it's become iconic.
Yeah.
And
it stands out to me. The V.
Compared to all the other teams at the time, they did always go. They were always a bit different with their design, with a big V instead of just the plain colours. So I'm going to say B.
Yeah, give it a high. B. Yeah.
B. All right. Now here's the 2000. This is the Ford Ranger Cup Tasmania jersey. I love this one. Yellow, red, and green. I think the sides are brilliant. Really complement the green. What do you guys
have
think?
This one?
No, I don't have this one, but if anyone has got it out there, I'd love it. I reckon this is one of their best designs.
I reckon it could go in the B.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon higher? Because you're a Tassie fan.
I am a Tassie fan, so I think we've got to settle myself down. What do you reckon, Ethan?
I reckon B as well.
B, Heath?
Oh, I'm liking it. B though.
All right. Here we go. The Ryobi Cup Western Warriors jersey. Now this is pretty similar to the ones they've had for the past decade. Black and yellow. I personally like it. Bit different to the Australian jersey with the black. I don't think it's anything special with this design. I think they could be doing a lot better, especially with a yellow colour. What do you guys reckon?
I reckon E.
I like
E?
I like the colour though. So.
D.
Yeah, that's one thing I like about Western Australia. The colour is always going to be good. So Heath reckons D, E.
I reckon C with the...
Alright, how about we keep it at D? We've got a bit of a range there.
Fair enough.
Now you can't see the bottom, but the bottom does have a bull's head in the bottom corner. This is the one You do. No, this is the one I had, but I sold it. This is the one Hemi wears. Now I rate this. Any jersey post the Mercantile Mutual Cup with a any jersey with the actual mascot embroidered onto it. The Queensland Bulls, you can't see it in this, but many of you will know it does have a bull's head in it. fantastic. The gold and white stripes on the sides, beautiful. Filler, obviously a great brand. The ING Cup sign, I reckon compliments. I reckon this could be an A. I reckon this is...
Let's go A.
And Hemi Goodman, as many of you know from the Sports Grubs, has one of these jerseys and he wears it with pride. I reckon this is one of the top jerseys, if not one of the best Queensland jerseys. Okay, here's the New South Wales Blues Mercantile Mutual Cup jersey. Now, all the Mercantile Mutual Cup jerseys were the same. They had a barcode design, which many loved, and they're probably the most sought-after domestic cricket jerseys in the world.
I actually hate that.
Yeah,
I never liked it.
I was about to say that. I just don't think black and light blue goes together at all. It is their colour, but I think maybe they could have chosen a different shade somewhat. Obviously, the cotton material doesn't make the colours stand out as much, but I'm rating that an E personally.
Yeah.
Yep. What do you reckon, Ethan? You're a Blues fan?
E.
E? Oh. Okay, now here's the most controversial on the list. The 1994-95 season, I believe it was, Victoria played their one-day cup season in shorts. We haven't seen it since, and for good reason. I always thought as a kid, why don't we play in shorts? This is why we don't play in shorts. I love the jersey. I love the initiative to change things up in the one-day cup, but to me it looks absolutely garbage.
I reckon give that an F.
F. I reckon this is a
Shorts
complete fail.
just doesn't.
Happen once, won't happen again. What do you reckon, Ethan? F as well. All right, we move to the Queensland Bulls Ford Ranger Cup jersey. Pretty ordinary. Gold and maroon, it always looks good, but I think this jersey, pretty similar. I reckon it's D.
I give it a C.
C?
B.
What do you reckon, Ethan?
B.
B. All right.
Why do you like it?
Just like the colours with the maroon and kind of goldish on the side.
Yeah, right.
All right, we'll put it up in C. Now, this is the New South Wales Blues ING Cup jersey, which Steve Waugh made famous whenever he wore it. Pretty basic.
I don't like it too much.
I love the ING sign, the logo, the white and the orange, and I think that is the only thing really going for the jersey. Obviously, every logo is the same on every jersey, so we can't really give a jersey any extra respect for the logo working into it. But I think there's room for a little bit. I'm probably going to say a D or an E.
It's pretty basic. D.
I reckon D.
D.
D,
All right.
yeah.
Fair call. Here's the Western Warriors Ford Ranger Cup jersey, which is a brilliant jersey. I love it. It's got the black. This is when Adidas was making the jerseys, which was probably the best time. Obviously, the best brand we've ever had for the one-day cup. But I think the jerseys were excellent. They had the stripes, thin stripes on the side, which everybody seemed to love. And I think the Ford Ranger logo goes pretty
I
well
don't rate
with the
the
rest.
Ford Rangers jerseys.
You don't? Very
No, they
controversial.
just look different.
Yeah.
I don't.
They are very different to what we're used to of the past few years. What do you reckon, Heath?
I like the plain black pants going with the jersey. It's just going well.
What about Ethan?
I can just put it in D.
D? I think it deserves more.
Yep.
I think we've got to put it in C. Let's call it even. Put it in the middle.
Okay.
Now, here's probably my favourite Queensland Bulls jersey ever. Half gold, half maroon. I've been waiting for ages for Queensland to incorporate more gold, and this maroon is much better than any. There's more pinkish, reddish tinge to it. I love it. Obviously sponsored by Bulls Masters, which keeps former Bulls players in the game. They do fantastic work throughout the Queensland community and through the countryside. What do you reckon? Heath, you go first. What are your thoughts on this one?
I'm really liking the jersey. Something a bit different. You don't see many half jerseys. It's a good jersey.
What about you, Sam?
Yeah, I like the maroon colour. I like the goldish bit as well. The gold collar.
Yeah,
Looks
that's
good
another
as
thing.
well.
A gold collar. Collars
That makes it a lot better.
need to be used more in cricket. It's a fantastic way. Even with test jerseys, you can make the collar a different colour, I reckon.
Yeah.
And I think that really complements it. You know, it's not just the boring maroon that we're so used to with Queensland. It's gold as well. Gold is another majority colour. What do you reckon, Ethan?
Call me weird, but I hate that.
You hate it?
Put it in F.
You hate it?
Yes. I hate that.
Look, I was thinking super before this, and
What's
I think
wrong with it, Ethan?
Heath and Ethan have put it probably in an A. But Ethan's put in an F. I reckon we're going to have to
I
put it.
would put that.
Look,
What are you putting a D?
no, look, that's going in A. Sorry, Ethan, but
Yeah.
I think majority rules in this case. That is a brilliant jersey. Now here's a Tassie Tigers Matador Cups jersey from the 2016-ish tournaments. I personally like it. Tasmania is being gifted with 3 colours. The red, the yellow and the green. And I think they always complement each other no matter what jersey. I think this is a very basic jersey, but it works. It's simplistic, but it works, in my opinion. What do you reckon, Heath?
I'm not liking the red stripes going into the yellow.
Fair enough. Heath,
Yeah.
Ethan?
I got to agree with Heath. Probably C for me.
See?
Yeah.
Sam?
I don't like the. Is that all the red that's on the jersey?
Yep.
I don't like the red. I don't know. It just doesn't. If it was green and
Gold.
I mean that'd be good.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. It does stand out.
The red just
Yeah.
doesn't match with those colours, you know.
So it's D.
D. Yep.
All right, now here's the Blues Ford Ranger jersey.
Ew.
Yeah, look, the Blues really aren't the best when it comes to jerseys. You'd think light blue would work, and I think they've got it right recently. They've made it more sort of lighter and more almost on the aqua side. I think it looks a lot better, but I don't think this matches. It's got the dark blue stripes inside. Light blue collar, I don't know. I'm not seeing anything really. Look, it's probably one of their better jerseys, but then again, that is Adidas making it, and it's the Ford Ranger Cup, which I probably like, but I think this is probably going to be one of the worst of the lot.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, D or E? E. All right. Now here we go. Canberra Comets. They were in the tournament for 3 seasons. Here's Merv Hughes after Australian Test retirement in a it would have been a very large Canberra Comets jersey, but yeah, he does make it look tight, unfortunately, there, Merv. Look, it's such a rare jersey that everybody wants it. Once again, Hemi Goodman has it. If you haven't checked out the podcast with him, check this out. He was wearing it, and look, it's such a rare jersey, and it's probably the most sought after, I reckon, jersey, international or domestic, in Australia. And look, dark yellow and blue, that was really all the colours they could really use. I don't really like the dark blue, but I love the yellow, and because it's such a rare jersey, I think it has to be above B. What do you reckon, Ethan?
Yeah.
A, Heath?
Absolutely hate it.
Absolutely hate it. Yeah. Very blunt. What do you reckon, Sam?
I don't like it too much, but because of the rarity.
I reckon it goes up in value. I think I get where he's saying. I think it probably, if Canberra Comets had been around for the whole time and it wasn't so rare, you'd probably put it in a D or E. But I think you have to put it in a C or B.
I reckon B.
B, because of the rarity. I think B is the way to go.
Yep.
All right. Now here's the Western Australia jersey from the 90s, early 90s, at the start of the Mercantile Mutual Cup before the barcodes came in, where it actually has the words Western Australia on it, which I love, and I would like to bring that back. It's almost like the Cricket World Cups, where they have the names of the teams on the jersey in the middle. Unfortunately, I think the yellow is not the best. I think that's a very pale yellow, and they've got to be going for more gold. So I'm not a huge fan of this, but what do you guys reckon?
D.
D.
There's not much going on there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Pretty basic. What do you reckon, Sam?
I reckon too yellow. I reckon
Yeah.
it's just all,
Needed.
especially with the.
Yeah.
I tell you,
and
it
the
look good
pads.
with black pads.
Yes. I was just thinking
Black
that.
pads would be good, but
I reckon E.
yeah.
Right, here's one of the more famous jerseys, Bush Rangers, back when they had yellow in them. Obviously now there's no yellow to be seen, but here's the Mercantile Mutual Cup jersey, white barcode, dark blue, navy blue I should say, but the thing going through it here is on the sleeves on both sides. Tommy Flanagan, Flanders from the Grubs, rocks this jersey. Both sleeves have the Bush Ranger logo on it, which I think at least pushes it up 2 tiers. I think originally you probably put it in a D, but I'm saying B. I think it's pretty It is pretty similar to the Canberra Comets, except this one has more detail. So you reckon B?
Yeah, just really liking the how unique it is.
What do you reckon, Ethan?
I absolutely do not rate that. E, please.
E. Ethan, you've been very difficult here. What do you reckon, Sam?
I mean, it's probably one of the better barcode jerseys, but still none of them are too good. So I reckon C.
C. We'll call it even. Call it C. Now we move on to a jersey I have that Jackson Coleman, absolute legend, gave to me. It's the latest, one of the latest jerseys on this list. It's the Bushrangers jersey. Now, look.
It's quite simple, but I actually like it.
Yeah.
It still looks.
And I think in real life it looks a lot better. You won't really see it on here, but the navy blue is quite detailed. And it's almost striped in real life, very faintly. It does have a white line across, which I love. But it misses out on the big V, and it is very plain. But I think it really stands out from the rest. It's a modern jersey. Look, very plain, but I think it's effective. It's a modern jersey. We love to see it. I'm putting a B or a C. What do you guys reckon?
B.
Ethan?
Yeah,
B,
B
mate.
as well.
B? Heath?
Yeah.
B.
B.
B it is. Now here we go. Here's the oldest one on the list. From the McDonald's Cup back in the 70s, where New Zealand used to compete in the One Day Cup. Now, look, this is a rare jersey. Kim Hughes, the former Australian captain, was auctioning off a few of his. Very tempted by it. It's got the black, almost a V, but I do believe it is a swan. Obviously, the swan is the official emblem of Western Australia. All yellow, but I like the yellow. It's very gold, and we can't forget that this is back in the 70s where coloured clothing has just come in. I think it's very bold, but I love it. What do you guys reckon?
I mean, I actually can't see too much of it, so I can't really give my opinion just yet. Wait, what's the black thing on it?
I believe it's a swan. I may be wrong, but I believe it does resemble a swan.
It's better than some of the modern jerseys, to be honest, but I don't know. I can't really tell.
I like the yellow sleeves with just a black body. I do like that. Although maybe black sleeves would look better, a bit more black. What do you can see?
I reckon, C.
Alright.
It's average.
Now here's the modern Western Australia jersey. Now obviously in the modern day, sponsors are missing since the early 2000s when the competition was at its peak. We've got black shorts, black sides, black writing on the back, very plain front. What do you guys reckon? I think it could be worse. I don't mind it.
I like it.
It's actually pretty good. So it's only just yellow on the jersey, right?
And the pants are fully black.
B, I reckon.
Yeah,
B?
even though it's simple, it's pretty.
It is effective.
It looks good.
And it's a modern. It's
Yeah.
like the Bushrangers one here. It's a modern design. The jerseys are more modern looking, and I think these two jerseys are almost gonna dictate where the One Day Cup jerseys go, because they're not gonna stay. They are always evolving. Now we move on to the current Redbacks jersey. Now I'm wearing the old one. It's pretty similar, but it's navy blue. And whoever got the idea from it, I love it. The navy blue with this red looks stunning. I love it. What do you guys reckon?
Well, is it really easy to? Have you seen it in person?
Yeah. In person, it is easy to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously on a small photo like this, it does look black still. But when you watch a game, it's really, and you get close-ups, it's quite easy to tell.
I've actually not seen too much of it, so I'm not sure.
I don't really like the idea of having a navy blue and red.
Yeah, they are two
From
odd
the
colours. I
picture-
don't know. I reckon
In the
it's
picture,
really
it
good.
looks pretty
I reckon
good,
A.
but
A?
Yeah.
I'd give it a
No.
B, I reckon.
I'd give it an A as well. 2 Bs and A. Oh,
have to go
a C from here. I reckon B. Call it even. Call it B.
Okay.
Now here's, we've had Queensland has been bold with their designs, and I'm loving it. Now at the time, I really liked this jersey because we hadn't seen too many jerseys be changed in such a way. Now we saw this only for the 2018 One Day Cup. It's yellow, almost thin claw scratches going across to a full gold colour, and the rest is maroon. Pants are still the normal maroon. What do you guys reckon? I thought at the start it was innovative, and I would have put it an A, but looking at it and comparing it to the Queensland Bulls jersey currently, I think this probably goes a B or a C. What do you reckon, Heath?
Yeah, I'm not really liking it. I like how they put some thought and originality into it, but probably like a C.
Yeah, I agree there. What do you reckon, Ethan?
C as well.
Sam?
I actually like it how it's blended a bit, but I reckon if it was blended from maybe
Further across?
no, it was like down.
Oh, yeah,
Like-
going
A
vertically.
bit like
The barcodes
Yeah.
almost, yeah.
if it was vertically.
And I
Might
think the
look
food
better.
bank sponsor, like, it's great to have sponsors, but I think that does take away from the jersey design a bit,
Yeah.
the big white. Put it a C.
Okay.
Now, we're going to save the best for last, in my opinion. Here's the Western Warriors Matador Cup jersey. You guys would have seen me wearing this. It's simplistic. It's got the black under armpit sides. But I think what goes through it, now we said this before, we can't really take in the logos too much into account. But it does have a red ironed on Matador logo of a bull. And I personally love it. I think it's a B, pushing an A. What do you reckon, Heath?
I'm not really loving it. It's pretty simple.
Right.
Yeah, not much going on.
Yeah.
I like it with the black pads, as we said with the other one. Where is it? What's the other one we were talking about that doesn't have?
Oh, yeah, we're talking
The
about the
older
McDonald's one day cup.
It actually looks good with the black pads, I reckon.
Yeah. What do you reckon,
Even though
Ethan?
it's all yellow.
I don't like it. E. It's just like,
Yeah.
I reckon.
I'd put it a C, so maybe
D.
Yeah.
Call it even. Now,
Before anyone says one, put that one in super. I like that one a lot.
Now, Cricket Australia 11. This is my favourite jersey in my collection. I wanted it for 5 years. Ryan Lees, check out his interview with us. An absolute legend. Gave me his pull-on sweater. I love this design. I only in it for 3 years, but if you see this in real life, it is truly better than any Australian one-day jersey or anything like that. This starts with a medium green down the bottom, slightly going to a lighter green on the ends of the sleeves and around the neck. Look, I adore this jersey. This is super for me. This is the peak of cricket jerseys, sport jerseys for that matter.
I mean, as I said with the Queensland one, if it's vertical, it'd be a lot better. This obviously looks a lot better than that. That's blended, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it blends in.
yeah.
That's one thing you may not see as well. It starts with a medium to darkish green, blends into a very light green, and
Yeah, I
it
like
fades.
And the sponsor isn't getting in the way too much.
No.
I mean, you can barely see it. So, I reckon put that up top, mate.
So, you reckon? Everyone agree?
Yeah, I absolutely love it. Yeah, just the fade. Yeah, and I
Alright.
love the little details of the green on the sleeves.
Yeah, I think it's probably the most detailed jersey we've seen in a while. Alright, well, thanks everyone for joining us for this video. It's great to do some fun videos. This is our first video for the domestic cricketers. The podcast is part of the domestic cricketers. So it's been great having such a fun time. Great introducing you all to Heath, Mad Blues fan.
Yeah, it was good to be here. Yeah.
So, yeah, thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching, and plenty more coming your way.